Good evening. So, as promised, going to be playing my SBBL game. This time with Johan, for those who know him, from Lund. And just... We're just getting into it as we speak. So, let's get in. Right. Evening, Trandras. How you doing? You well? So it's an Orc v Orc game. I have the highest team value, so no reason to make any big changes there. He's got 90k. I imagine he'll either just buy a babe and call it a day, or he'll spend the extra 10k. If he does spend the extra 10k, I wouldn't be surprised at all if it is on a second babe, although he may be really sort of defensive and go with an extra apothecary in case all of my mighty blow, puts some pain onto his team. Or he might just go for broke and go for like a bribe and try and foul me off and go for the win. We'll see. There's different ways you can approach the game. That's one of the things that I do love about it. He's gone for the double babe, so yeah, that is a defensive option that I think is reasonable against my team. So we're both playing very bashy teams. He's gone for a more standard several block option just to reduce his RNG factor. I've gone for a load of mighty blow and guard just to hurt people. But it does mean that I'm more susceptible to rolling some 1 in 9s, maybe getting some turnovers and so on. All good, mate. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Glad you're well. Let's just whack the sound up a tiny bit, because it's currently pretty damn quiet. Alright, so he's won the toss. We'll see what he fancies. Oh, I've spilt my tea, disaster. It's fucking disaster. Hold on. Fuck. No. This could all not be going much worse. This is what happens when tea gets spilt. The world goes to shit. Hold on. This is why you shouldn't keep the kitchen roll so far up. If you do more regular wanking, then you're more prepared for a tea spillage. Right. Here we go. Fucking hell. Oh. That was a disaster. Right. What's happened? He's chosen to attack. That's not entirely surprising, is it? Right. Woo. Okay. Let's get into it. So, we do happen to have a lineman with guard, so we're going to stick him up front. Does he have enough guard to counteract all of this? Pretty much, yes, he does. Still, let's make him work for it, eh? Right, we've got triple guard up front. That should at least make him have to work for it a little bit. I mean, he does have the strength to kind of punch through this line, and he does have just enough guard. But he's going to have to commit it all at the front line if he wants to put some hurt on me. And I'm not that bothered if my orc lineman gets hurt, or my little blocker that's only got guard or whatever. And frankly, the troll's one of the hardest guys to injure in the game. So we've put sort of our muscle up front, and we've kept our mobility and sort of killing power a little bit behind. We'll see how it works out. If he has to use his troll early on in the turn, if we force that by putting all this guard up front, and then he, maybe rolls a 1 in 9, then, we get an instant huge advantage. And obviously we've yet to see what the kickoff event will be, so all sorts of stuff going on. Right, I have been playing board games since 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we have been playing 8 hours of a civilization type game called Dominations. And we finished literally 10 minutes ago. And now I'm diving into this. So I feel like my brain's melting a little bit. So I apologise if I do sound a bit burned out. It's because I am. Ugh. But always looking forward to a good game of Blood Bowl. So let's not worry about it too much. What's he doing? He's stacking on pretty hard onto the front lines, and it looks like he's going to target my dirty player or my block mighty blow. So kind of the opposite ends of the spectrum, really. He's either going to go for the guy that's going to try and foul him, or he's going to go for the most powerful Black Orc on my team. And just see if he gets lucky with the dice. A lot of this game will be about dice. Neither of us have claw, although he has throwers where I don't, so he does have some armor 8 that I can try and target down, get a numbers advantage. Neither of us have a bench, I don't think, or maybe I do. Yeah, I do have a bench. Haha, fuck you. So yeah, we'll see. I also have a chocolate muffin. So frankly, I'm already ahead in life. High kick. Pretty much a nothing event. Here we go. So it looks like Johan didn't know that I was planning to stream this game, based on his response. So if you're listening, I do apologise, mate. I thought you already knew. That's why I didn't mention it any more than I already had. But I'm sure you won't mind, as you in the past have suggested that we sometimes stream our games. And as I've been really enjoying Blood Bowl recently, and a few other people have been getting into it as well, and we're coming towards the end of the season, so I want to... Oh! He went with the troll block first. He's got balls of steel. Titanium testicles. Our little guard Lino doing his thing. Beautiful. And he can't follow up with his guard because it would put him in range of my troll. So that's worked out well. Kind of wish I had one more guard. I've got 4. He's got 2. Oh, he's going for the dirty player. Interesting. AV9 versus Mighty Blow. Let's see. Just a stun. All right. So I can't foul him this turn. That's a crying shame. Oh, it's an early GFI. I better be really glad that my dirty player's down on the ground. He's using a reroll for that? Oh, he does have 4. Fair enough. He's using another GFI. Ooh, I don't know about anyone else, but I was holding my breath a little bit there. My lord. If that had gone south, that was going to be very rough for him. Alright, so several things need to occur. Mark up this thrower and just hold the back lines with this Black Orc. then we want this guy marking here. This guy's going to punch him, he's going to punch him, he's going to put, and then he's going to hopefully just come in and stand there. So that really depends on how those blocks go. We're going to need someone to mark this lad. Probably him. Or do we want him in front? Him in front, maybe. Yeah. And then I think we bring this lad in here. This lad will go there eventually, but we'll do the safe kind of block first. And then we'll see how that goes. So we're gonna target his mighty blow guy with mine. We get it. We'll pop him there, obviously. We will follow that up. We didn't break the arm, so is it worth... No, probably not. We'll just stay there and mount the pressure a little bit. And now we try and take this block and see how it goes. Yeah, perfect. First time. We do not want to follow that up, I don't think. Or maybe we do. Maybe we do, actually. So we want my troll there if he's willing. Yeah. We want my guard Lino in there just to be annoying. Just stack my guard up where it's most useful. This guy might make this GFI actually. But we'll do it afterwards because I'm not going to re-roll it if it fails. So it means I can't put him as optimally as I would like. So I guess he has to sit here then. And then we go for this GFI and see if he makes it. Yeah, alright, cool. I'm happy enough with that. I mean, it would have been really beautiful if we got a stun here because it would have put all sorts of pressure on him. As it is, he can stand up and blitz my blitzer with his blitzer, which is likely how the game's going to go. I'll blitz his blitzer, he'll blitz mine, and eventually one of us will crack armor. I've got piling on, so it is much more likely that I'll crack armor first, so I'm kind of happy to play that game, but you can always get nuffled, so we will see. But yeah, we've already locked horns. We're pretty tight in here. I've got one guy down, but I've got more guard than he does, and it's all kind of clumped. So we'll see. He's probably going to have to use his troll to get him out of it, and if he does, then oh, he's got a risk of things going wrong. Now, if his troll had guard, that would be a perfect spot for him to be in. Oh, he's taking the blitz this way, so he's coming. He's trying to come out to the left. And he's going to have to take some dodges to do it and stuff. It's fine by me. Alright, so he wants to make a run for it, and he makes a run for it. More dodges, and a throw by the looks of it. Short pass, but a pass nonetheless. For some reason he's planning to stand by my troll to do it. Oh, because he's really planning to pass to that guy? Okay. Well, I mean, I have to attempt with this guy. Doesn't get it. Does he really make all of that? Okay, wow. So it looks like Johan's playing as Johan does, which is just roll and hope and get there. So I mean, if it works, like, I thought he couldn't do this because, I mean, obviously that style works really well with Skaven, where you can just roll and hope and run. And if it works, it really pays off and there's nothing the opponent can do. But with Orcs, it's very rare for that to work. But with, I suppose, with an Agi thrower, yeah, it just allows you to sort of attempt some sort of elven bollocks. But, I mean, a 5+ twice, which would lose the game probably if it fumbled. Risky. Anyway, let's see. So what was it that was needed for that to happen? 3+, 2+, effectively 2+, 5+ with a reroll, 3+. 3, 2, 2, 5, 3. No mighty blow injury on a guard guy is a bit sick, but I can't afford to appo it, so that is very rough. Okay, so obvious things first. He's just standing up. He's just standing up. And if at the end of this round it's open, I will go for this foul over here, but that will require lots of things to go well first. So fortunately we've been able here to free up this blitzer, so we do get a free block onto the ball carrier, but currently it will only be a 1 die, so we're gonna have to basically just tie him up and force him to react a little bit. And in order to do that, we're going to have to punch that guy. So I think the first thing we do is we bring up back some support pressure, so that whatever happens, we've got some pressure in the ball. Then we take the block that is quite important, but this one will then be open. Do we want to take that one first? I think we might. Interesting. I think we do. Yeah, nice. So we get him, and sadly we can't follow it up because we need him to stay in. Oh god, I needed him to stay in place as well. I've just cocked up my own move. In that case, we have to do a quick rearrangement. We have to follow this. Now this guy has to come and step into that position. That was just bad play. But fortunately, we've managed to salvage it. So now here, push is enough. And now we're going to have to punch that guy with the troll as well. So it has been a really pretty catastrophic cock-up. But I think it's worth it. Do we bring this guy around first, or do we leave him here? I was kind of looking forward to punching the Agi thrower with the troll. forgo the 1 dice block in order to forgo... Yes, I think we're going to do that. Oh, my brain's melting. I'm just... Is this going to do an injury? Yes, okay, good. Trying to make it a bit harder for him to follow, and now I have to make 1 dodge with a reroll. And that puts the pressure back on him a little bit. Alright, not well played, but as I say, my brain's melting here. Need some sugar. Need some tea. And need some armor 9 to not get injured. With Mighty Blow it's fair, but when armor 9 gets cracked base, it's just like, oh, it hurts. But I mean, you know, he's got throwers. And that's the one thing his team, like, in most ways, my team is better suited to an Orc versus Orc. I've got more guard, more Mighty Blow. But, he's got 2 throwers. I think 2 is very much overkill, but, I mean, the fact that he's got an Agi thrower, it means that he's got ball play possibilities, as we've just seen, and I don't. And he's made use of it. You know, he's tried to find a way to make that useful, and that's why the ball's now, you know, within scoring distance. Yeah, okay, it's going to be difficult for him to do that without some dice, but it took dice to get it there. It could take dice to get it to the end zone. We'll see. Alright, that's 1 reroll gone. Oh, and it's a loner. He started off with the troll, so he just goes straight down. Right. So what we need to do here is capitalize safely. Which means beating the shit out of his AV8 throwers with as much Mighty Blow as we can get our hands on. And he didn't stand anyone up first or anything, so we can just take full advantage all around, I would say. We obviously want to, first things first, mark up this ball carrier and make sure that he's not going anywhere that we don't want him to. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over to there would be a good spot. And it'd be very interesting to know for the rest of our turn whether we are going to get this ball loose or not. So I do think we take this block first. And let's see. We are going to get it loose. That's great. We'll keep him away from the rest of his team. And we will follow it up, because if we do get a chance to catch, that'll be lovely. Sadly not. Okay. So with that knowledge, what we'd like to do is maybe get this guy around as much as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could do a GFI. I don't like doing GFIs unnecessarily. So maybe my blitz should be this gentleman to get him out of the way, and then that allows me to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and try and cover the best we can. Or we could even blitz my guard guy into this thrower. That might not be bad. So we're going to punch this guy out the way. Ooh. Our turn to get the double skulls. We get the knockdown. Any break? No. Don't need him standing. Do need injuries. So we're going to go for piling on. Which gets the knockout. Lovely. So that's one out of the way. Now, we're going to need this guy to get in there somehow. He's going to punch there. I don't have a reroll, which makes me super sad about all possibilities. So we're going to play super safe then. We're going to not be greedy. We're not going to try and get the best position we can. We're just going to get a fairly good position, which is to cover this angle. Now we want to get... We don't have a reroll, so the troll can just smack this guy and hope to do the best injury we can, and then we want to get out other... Or do we go for 2 attempts on this? 2 attempts on this is really tempting. If we're going for 2 attempts, and I think we probably are, then we want this guy here. And then what we can try and do is get everybody away from his troll, so his troll can't stand up very easily. So... 2 attempts. First one. Nope. And we want to keep him kind of on the troll a bit. Yeah, get him away and stay, I think. Yes, stay. Troll takes the second attempt. Doesn't get it, and we get, sadly, they're both down. So both of our trolls have knocked themselves out, but I think that was about the safest way we could have conducted that turn, and I'm not too disappointed. We've not left ourselves too open. We've got 2 people on the ball, well, 1 on and 1 very close. So even if he gets hold of it, we're in a perfect position to blitz it back again. All I see is green. I approve. Yeah, well, it's been interesting so far. A 5+ pass was made to get the ball down here. But then he started the next turn with his troll and ended up double skullsing immediately, of course. Nuffle is a fickle bitch. And so I've tried to secure the position back again. And we've ended up with a bit of a mess in the middle, as you can see. So it's all pretty interesting. And he cracked my armor with the without the mighty blow, which was kind of funny because he did hit me with mighty blow first a couple of times. I've then with my mighty blow injured one guy and then got a pile on to knock out a Blackhawk. So it's getting a bit violent. It's it's orc versus orc as you would sort of imagine and frankly approve of. So. His troll agrees to be useful. Let's see if my troll makes the same concession. So I need to mark this lad and then I can just punch him off. And then maybe blitz him off. And then I've got the ball. Assuming any and all of that goes well. 4+3+ to put another one on the ball. Not bad. So let's see if our troll's feeling useful. He is, that's very good. So we just stand him up. And then we have to take this block first, sadly. Anyway, push is enough, it's all we needed. Alright, I'm going to take a 1 die because it gives me a surf. Cool. No injury, sadly, but... So we've got 2 on the ball. A 2 die here if we want. Two die. Oh, just a 1 die on the troll, sadly. So we'll take this 1 die here, I think. Push is enough. If I push him in the right direction, a push is enough, but I'm an idiot, so... Oh, Mighty Blow does a thing. That is amazing news. We're whittling down the numbers a little bit, and a 1 die against a troll. Do I take it? I think I do. Because I'd be happy with a both down, and if you're happy with a both down, you should take it. I will actually follow that up. Right, so let's see what he does. We're gaining a very solid numbers advantage, which is forcing him to sort of have to score, basically. Or to want to score, I should say. And since I've automatically qualified for the playoffs, I don't actually need to win. I just need to score SPP. Obviously scoring's a nice way to do that, but killing his throwers is another way. So what was it? 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus. All fine. Is he going to make the throw? Yep. 3 plus 3 plus. Yep. And a 3 plus dodge. One die with block versus not block. Here's a good punch. Fails the 50%er. Obviously not going to re-roll that. And here we go. So we have a wonderful foul ready for this Black Orc. So we want to put this Black Orc into 3 people and then foul the bejesus out of him. But while that's going on, we may as well put some pressure on down here. So yeah, it'll be 1 GFI to get into there, which we will take, but we'll take it after the safe stuff, obviously. So this guy can just come to here, provide the first assist. This guy to here to provide the second assist. That allows this guy to give us maximum kill chance on this Black Orc. Doesn't get it. So we'll pop him in range of the troll and we'll see whether that's enough in a moment. Do we need to even deal with that guy? With 1 more assist we actually turn that into a 3 die. Oh, but I've just hit my own guy, so now it's only a 50-50 to actually take the block, unless I... Oh dear, that was silly. Well, it doesn't matter. If he fails the 50-50, so be it. He doesn't fail it, that's beautiful. So we'll pop him down there. We'll put my killer over towards his guys, and we will follow up so that my guy's likely to actually pay attention. Now we've got an amazing foul set up. We'll pop this guy in. We'll re-roll if we need to. Luckily we don't. Now we can just take out 2 die there with block. Doesn't get it sadly. Pop him back. Move up obviously. So we'll take this foul because it's massive. And a block Black Orc is something that you do want to get out of the way. And we do. Sadly, that is a send-off. So we don't get to try and make that dodge, but... If he doesn't get these... wake-ups, like... He does have 2 Bloodwiser babes, so the chances of him getting these wake-ups are massive. Like the difference between knockouts and badly hurts here is huge. He will probably get all 3 back. Or there's a reasonable chance, which is sad. Interesting. I'm quite surprised he wasn't just scoring that. Ah, yeah. That's more what I was expecting. Right, let's see. All 3 Black Orcs back. Do those babes apply like every single time, or are they used up now? Because it looks like he's still got them even though they were used. Maybe they're only used if they would have been needed? Every single time there's a KO. Right, so these KOs are doing very little. That's unfortunate. But you know, I've got the higher team value, so... let's have a look. So... You're missing a blitzer, are you? Right, right. Alright, let's see how this goes. Gets a reroll. And we've got 3 turns to make something happen a bit. So, first one's good. Anything? No. Oh, he doesn't have it, so he needs to have it, and he doesn't, because I'm an idiot. Right, I've done this wrong already. Bloody hell. Okay, never mind. So, this guy comes around here. And we'll try and take some of the guard out of his team. Nope. Okay. Let's mark him up. So he's going to have to just make this 2 die, is he? I don't like that. Let's go for the pickup. No. Go for it again. Yeah, and bring it up here. Now it doesn't matter that he's a loner now, because it's just a block. In we go. Which now makes that one a 2 die, which is nice, so let's take it. Lovely. Down he goes. Do we want to follow that up? Probably. Yeah. No lasting damage, sadly. Pop the guard fella in. Or not. He's going there. And he's going there. We've left ourselves with a few approaches here, so we'll see how this turn sort of plays out, and then we'll go from there. Because it really depends. I mean, there's all sorts of blocks available all along both lines. It's just a bunch of orcs having at it. We'll see. So he's focused on the left line so far. Mid line sort of just kind of stood up and blocked, and now he's going to have a look at the right line. Yep. Makes sense. Getting all the knockdowns that he needs so far. Pretty much as you would expect. And is this another AV9 break? Is that an Mighty Blow? Or yeah, he's got Mighty Blow, so that's totally reasonable. And then that should give him a 2 die on the killer as well, which he double skulls. He'll re-roll that and gets it. Yeah. Okay. Evening, Kruka. How are you? Excellent. So. As I understand it, this is going to be necessary. We needed a bit more than that. Another game with Aurora 1. Cool. How did that work out? So let's go kind of safer blocks first, I guess. This one. Yeah, that'll do. Void Archon still being total boss. He's played into Denny 1 with the Statixes. Alright, okay. Well, it's our turn to get all the POWs all day long. And to break armor and kill without Mighty Blow, that is so horrifically dirty. Sorry, Johan, that shouldn't happen. Apo, of course. Please repair him. No Kaz. There you go. Alright, at least there's a little justice in the world. So, this is where we're being punished for not making this follow-up that we should have made. So, we've now got to one die this. And we have to re-roll it and hope. And we just get lucky. Well, beautiful. Oh my god. Okay. For a second there I thought we were just going to be lucky beyond words. So as it stands, he'd currently have to make some very whiffy dodges in order to get this. Or now he'd just have to make a 3+ there. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each GFI I make, he has to make. I have to make GFIs anyway. And I have no rerolls anyway, so. Alright then. Denny 1 Statixes seems to be coming up a lot. Yeah, there's no way of me scoring now, Jon. That was it. But I had no rerolls next turn anyway, so it wasn't like I could wait. I just had to go for it and not hit the 1. But, you know, these things happen. He can't blitz if you fall over on your own. You're quite right, Kruger. Yeah, I mean, your round at this point is make a throw with anyone that you want to make a throw with. Probably naked thrower. See if you can just get the 1 point on him, get the MVP. And then try and make blocks with guys with Mighty Blow. You've got one guy with Mighty Blow. I'd be definitely trying to hit with him. I mean, you've got to bear in mind I have another turn. So if you do cock stuff up, I will hurt you for it. So you might want to play a bit safer than that. Or you can just roll some dice. That's the other option, I suppose. Alright, well you went with the roll some dice option. I respect that, but at the same time, I am now going to try and kill your thrower with everything I've got. So, let's look to set up this attack here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's perfect. So we'll just give him the assist. And then make the block that matters. Trying to kill this guy is pretty critical. We get the POW. Beautiful. Follow that up. AV8 holds up the first time. Does it hold up the second time? Just a KO, so that's basically nothing. Right, so next attacks then are here. Again, we're just going to make our Mighty Blow attacks before any others. And we do get to push him into the troll in case we didn't get it. We'll follow that up. Which means now we can punch this guy. And if we just get the push... Oh, that's a shame. We don't. Okay. Because if we just got a push, we could push him into the troll and then get another Mighty Blow block. So we're just trying to maximise the amount of Mighty Blow. Sadly, it didn't work. So his guy stands up again, of course. With Bloodwiser Babes, that's going to happen. And this time we get the full 8 turns. So... So bang, bang, bang. Yeah, yep. That's all fine. That's all fine. Confirm. He gets another reroll. Alright, so once again we'll try and remove the guard. Nope. Then we'll get the Mighty Blow blocks in. Have to re-roll that one immediately. Shame. We will cross these two over in a minute, but I'll put the guard one up there first. He's got block, so this makes the most sense. We'll get him out of the way. Do I want to follow that? No. And then it's just a case of whether we make that block or not. Put that guy there. Put that guy there. Then do we make the block first or the pickup? I think the block. Alrighty. So pop him there. See if we get this. We do. It's very hard for me to play knowing that I don't care if I win or not. Like, because personally, as a player, as a human being, I always play to win. I always play to, I'm looking for how do I score, how do I make sure that I do this, that and the other. And what I actually need to be doing here is winning is absolutely irrelevant now. Basically, it just depends on who I'm going to play in the playoffs first. And frankly, if I'm going to play in the playoffs, it's because I want to win it, so I'd have to play both of them anyway, basically. And I can't really try and guess who I'm going to... I can try and guess who I want to avoid and blah, 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 and properly try and game it, but it's just not me. So what I really should be doing is just focusing on SPP, and I need to remember that because it's important. So he comes in with the mighty blow, punches Guard Lado. Guard Lado takes it on the chin like a boss. Then have two Black Orcs looking at each other for a bit. Is his troll going to play the game? It is going to play the game. My troll is also playing. This is a very unusual game. Trolls are doing what they're actually supposed to do. I like my Skaven more, I have to think less. Yeah, well, I mean, with Skaven, like, the plan of just roll some dice and hope works insanely well. Whereas with Orcs, it's a bit less reliable. Because there are a lot less things that let you get away with it. Right. So, in the spirit of scoring SPP, let's score some SPP. Let's just blow some rerolls and not score some SPP. Hooray! Right, we've leveled that guy up. So, do we take this one die on the troll? I think we do. No, we don't. That would be silly. No, I think we just leave everything pretty much as it is. Do we take a one die there? No. Right, who else can we level up? He's got nothing. I suppose we could try and get 1 point on a Black Orc. What else could we do? This guy still needs 2 more injuries. He's off a bit. 9 out of 16. We don't actually want to level him up that much. We could get block, I suppose, but meh. Oof. Oh well, gets the 1 in 9, but he does have blocks, so it's okay. Well, this is amazing. We've been offered punching opportunities on both throwers with Mighty Blow. This is fantastic news. Alright, we just get the 1 thrower now. So... well, stupid troll is kind of their thing, isn't it? Let's pop guard on this gent. Stand this one up. And then the trick is to sort of cram him in with guard, I suppose. So we'll do just that. Double guard makes it very difficult for him to get out of that situation. And then my idea is to try and kill this guy with my Mighty Blow fella, and then we'll go for his thrower. So we may as well just stand this guy up. And we'll take this block. Shame. Pop him in amongst the guard and follow. So now let's see if our troll is willing to play the game. We kind of need him to go first. Yeah, we need the troll to go first, and we need him to not fuck this up. Beautiful. God bless. Come on. Injure. Injure, 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 injure. Injure! Ah! Okay, so we can run the ball carrier clean through now. And then, to some extent, screen him off. And then we could do with this one connecting. If it does, that'd be great. If not, it's okay. We'll take this one die, I think. No, there's no reason to. So he's sandwiched in between a block of guard here, but he does have a bit of guard himself. I think he's pretty badly sandwiched here. There's very little he can do about it. He needs this guy to... He's stuck with the troll. They're stuck in a block sandwich, so he's just got to come over here. Fortunately, again, he gets the 1 in 9 on a block guy, but this is the advantage of his team of like taking the safe option of having a bunch of block. You take a bunch of block, guess what? 1 in 9s don't hurt you so much. So he's freed up the only player that he could basically free up. So let's see what he chooses to do with it. Oh. Now then, where can we try and score some SPP? I suppose we could try and score with this guy, which would score 3 SPP. That would be quite good. That would save us having to make a pass with him later on if he gets MVP. He's going for the 1 die block with the GFI. Gets it. Classic. Three plus, I guess? Or is he just marking it off? Oh, 3, 3, 4, 4, messes it, okay. So let's see where the SPP is to be found. Well, our troll smacking his thrower with 2 assists would be a 3 die with a high likelihood of injury. But I think we can only get the 1 assist reliably. Unless we blitz for it. But I think I want to blitz with this guy. On him, most likely. So we may have to just take a 2 die there. So I can get 1 assist easily. Now, can he get anything in? If I get the assist here, I could bring this one to assist there and get that one, and then that might bring... No, I can't bring him round. No, so it's going to have to be a basic 2 die there, but without rerolls. So we want to make this one first. So we want to stand this guy up just for safety. We want to make this block, see if we can get the 2 die. Sadly not. So again, we'll... Do we want to sandwich him or isolate him? Pop him there. Do I want to follow that? Yes, because then I can actually go for this guy, I think. If we pop this guy out of the way... Oh, I can't now because I've put guard there. I've made this awkward as hell for myself, haven't I? Dear God. Alright, so we're going to have to take this and hope. Well, hoping sometimes just gets there. Right, injure, please injure. Ugh. Uh-huh. So we'll have to take the one die block versus not block. Do I care? Yeah, I do a bit. Just to get him stood up, hopefully not get a skull. Yeah, that's alright. Let's take another one die. Can't imagine that that is in any way a good idea, so we can take this 2 die. Start moving him over towards the sidelines. That makes this one a 2 die now. Oh well. I should have moved that guy first, but I wanted to GFI him. But maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should have just played it. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't matter. And trying to score, like, all I can score reliable SPP on are the AV8 guys, and they're both already down. But I didn't. This whole area was a massive cock up from me. All I was trying to do was get 2 die on this guy so that he could do his job and hurt someone. But I messed it up. As I say, my brain is not firing on all 4 cylinders here. So let's see if he converts. Looks good so far. Less good, better. Attack of the Trolls. Okay, so we are just going to have to let them 50-50 this. Oh, sweet. And that's a 1 dot. Whoa, no, it's not because of this fucker. Alright. Off he goes. get it. I guess we have to follow that up now. If we hadn't got him down, then we wouldn't have, but as we get a PO opportunity, we'll take it. See if we can get some injury, SPP. No. We'll take this one die. Oh well. Because if we'd got the push, we'd have put him up against the sidelines with a lino, which is great value, and if we don't, well, meh. We're armor 9. You know, this shouldn't... Well, actually, the send-off is sort of kind of deceptive, because it makes it look like we've taken more injuries than we have. We've just got 1 injury, which was really unlikely, and 1 KO that was quite likely. So the send-off was also quite likely, so it's really not that bad. But this is unfortunate, given the amount of mighty blow blocks we've made this game. But that's always the way it is with bashy teams, like. So it looks like we'll finish up with a 2-0 loss. Have you worked out if you can make it into the playoffs, Johan? I haven't had a look. Oh, I did have a look, but I've totally forgotten what the results were. It just goes for a 1 die. I guess he's not planning to Oh, he is planning to re-roll that. Okay. Oh, just to move my guy off the ball so we can do this. Right. I see. He blitzed with his troll. Right. So we'll bring this round here so that we can try and stand up our troll. Doesn't manage it anyway, which is a shame because it wouldn't give us another 2 die there. Anyway, that's alright. So where can we get the most SPP? Probably just hitting this guy and going for it. No. Nope. We'll take the Mighty Blow one, because if it goes well, then great, and if not, meh. We'll follow it up because it's beneficial, and I don't think I care about that one at all. No. In fact, I want us to be engaged as much as possible so I can try and score SPP. Just such a weird way to think about the game, isn't it? It's probably my least favourite thing about League play, actually, is when a game is suddenly inconsequential. I like every game to be consequential. I like to be forced to try and play to win every game. Sure, it'd be nice if you had some SPP from a game, but I'd rather it wasn't like, yeah, winning or losing does not matter in the slightest. It doesn't feel great. But I suppose I shouldn't have won 6 of my previous games, should I? So, there we go. So he's just going to do a blitz and run. Or is he just going to run? He's just going to run. And take 2 GFIs? Okay. It matters for who I play against, but I don't really care who I play against. I'm happy to play against any of the top 3 teams. Yeah, it happens. It's all right. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Well, that's what I mean. This is the disadvantage of a league format over a ladder format, isn't it? Like, and it's just a bit of a shame. But it's been interesting having to alter my way of thinking to try and focus on something other than winning. Because, like, normally I'd be scrambling and trying to figure out, I'm like, if he scores, it doesn't matter. Like, the only reason that I'm majorly upset that his thrower's down here is because he's got armor 8 and I'd like to kill him for the SPP. So we want to get this guy out of the way, then we can charge this guy with the piling on guy. That's basically the only thing that matters. But this is a safer block with Mighty Blow, so let's take this first. No good. So then this one makes it move him away from the troll just in case, you never know. Right, let's go and make sure we get as many blocks on this guy as we can. Preferably kill him on the first one. Lovely, go. Kill him. KO'd, not good enough. Degraded to a stun. Unfortunate. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can make a GFI to get a punch over here. Not wasting a reroll on it. I'd rather use it for a potential block, potential like piling on attack next turn. What are the chances of a Mighty Blow versus Armor 9, and what are the chances of a piling on Mighty Blow versus Armor 9? Let's try and work this out. Because then we can see, multiplied by the number of blocks, we can work out what our chances of... Because one injury feels low, but generally speaking, whenever I play Blood Bowl, and I say, oh, it feels bad or it feels low, I really very, very often find out that I'm wrong and that the game went pretty much how it was supposed to. So what this game is telling me is that I may be overestimating the killing power of Mighty Blow versus Armor 9. Thank you very much for that follow, Glowworm707. Welcome to the channel. Glad you are enjoying it. Our fella is back, that's nice. We get our guard back on. Let's have a look. Armor break and injury tables. So essentially against Armor 9 we treat it like it's Armor 8, but then... piling on Jesus, that's too many stats. I can't work that out. Voiter, have you got time to have a look at that? Oh, here we go. He's already done it. Look at this. He's working the magic. So Pomkaz into Armor 9 is only 9.5%. I would have put it higher than that. So yeah. All right, well, let's see at the end and see how many blocks we actually made. Right. Is there any way for us to get a block onto a thrower from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. GFI gets us there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 GFI, GFI to get the... So 4 GFIs gets us a Mighty Blow piling on onto AV8. Well, that's what we're doing. So let's bring this guy in and this guy in, because it looks like the armor 9 odds are shit anyway. $14.6, so it's still not great with those, is it? Right, we're going to take teeth and see if we can get a catch. So we'll bring this guy back just to see if this guy can make a throw. Because if he gets an MVP, we want him to be ready for it. And then this lad can just swap with this fella. Right, and let's see if we can make this piling on work. We're looking, his Apo's gone, so for the good of the league, oh, that's amazing. That reduces our GFIs by 2. Where the fuck's this ball going? Seriously, where's that ball supposed to be landing? Can anyone see? Have I gone blind? Do I not get to see? I thought I got to see. I thought Quick Snap let me see, though. It's a kickback. Interesting. Well, we get an extra block with that, and we get an extra block with that, so I'm going to come in and take those, obviously. And if I'm going to get the ball, well, we'll just confirm it. Oh, touchback. Right, okay. So, yeah, we want to give it to Teeth, see if he can make this pass afterwards. So that's good. We don't have to waste time dicking about with that. Now, I'm most interested in getting this. We've got 1 less GFI required now, so that's wonderful. So we'll go here with a reroll. Great stuff. And then we'll try and kill this thrower, get him out of the league. Beautiful. Not dead yet. Just a KO. Fuck. Oh well, right. So, what's the next most likely thing to get us? I think this throw is probably the next most important thing, so let's give it a go. 3+. Fumble, reroll, 3+. Hey, okay, so now he's ready for an MVP if we get the chance. Now then, this one's the next safest block. Not so much. Alright, well enjoy your round of punching, Johan. Your turn. And very well played, GG. Thank you very much for the game. Is ours the last game to be played? Do I roll the league after this? I haven't checked. Whoa, not the guard line, oh. Oh, alright. Gonna say I need a double for that shit. Let's just leave him nice and safe, shall we? I mean, fortunately I do have an Apo, so I've got a chance if you do nail someone. And we've got 1 level up on static. So the question is, on my second killer, like backup killer as it were, do I want tackle? Or do I want another piling on for just pure nastiness? I'm playing against a human who's basing himself rather massively on a thrower and a catcher. But just being able to just get rid of his numbers by sheer piling on nastiness feels like one way, but having a tackle mighty blow guy, like, he should be able to theoretically, if I've got one guy that can kill his catcher, he should have his catcher the fuck out of the way of him, shouldn't he? So, but then theoretically, if there's only his catcher, then my tackle guy should be near him all the time. Yeah. But Interesting. Interesting. Because tackle only works on one guy. Piling on works on everyone. Or not, in this case. Stop it. Stop making me nervous. Oh, God. Don't finish with a troll kill. Hey. Blitz onto the Black Oak, doesn't quite make it, and that's the end of that. So we take a loss. Fortunately, not one that matters too much for us, but it may well matter for Johan. I don't know. I didn't check it out. We'll take the 4, no worries. And the guy that we actually passed in order to make sure that if he leveled up we got it, did indeed get it. So thank God we made that pass. So we've got 2 level ups. We'll obviously just validate the score. Then I'll nip in and just check if the league is needing a rollover. It is indeed. So we can confirm the round and roll the league. 2 level ups for you. All right, well, do let us know what you got. I'm sure we'll be interested to hear how both Orc teams are progressing. And let's have a look at my rolls. Let's make them now and see how we get on. So we've got the Killer Blitzer. Let's see if he gets anything special. He does not, so we'll come back to him in a moment. And then the other Blitzer that's very likely just taking another guard. Indeed is taking another guard. Theoretically, what I should have done was put sure hands on him. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of 1 lineman and buy a thrower. You've got an AV10 lineman. Good lord. How do you spell bloat? So, do I want piling on number 2 or tackle? Let's have a quick glance at this human team. So, the human team is Heart of Vienna. And he has a thrower with a niggling injury. If we get our hands on him, he is fucking toast. Then we've got this catcher who is the sort of bane of the team. He's got triple guard, which is irritating and makes me very happy that we just got an additional guard. He has 2 players with dodge only, but still 2 players, which makes me feel like tackle is the better choice rather than a second piling on. Let's not get silly. Let's just get some tackle on the team. You never know when that might be useful, especially in the playoffs. If we have a quick look at the playoffs and see what the teams are likely to be, it's going to be Voitas, Chaos Dwarves, Magic Markers, Necros, probably the humans again, and myself, most likely. Let's have a look. So, has that changed much? I don't know. So, even if he loses and Johan wins, does that make any difference? So, he would go to 4-3-2, and Johan would go to 5-1-3. That's like 12, 15, and you'd go to 15, 16. So no, so Johan can qualify for the playoffs. If I beat Aksho and he beats Mark, then we will see him again in the playoffs. So, we'll have a quick glance at Voita's team, which is not this one. It is the other Chaos Dwarf, Chicago Bulls. Here we go. So we have no dodge at all. No dodge at all. We have lots of guard. Yeah, my game doesn't... No, my game does matter. You'll pass Mark as well? Did I miss something? Hold on. Mark's on 4-3-1. You would then beat Mark. He'd be on 4. He'd be on 4-3. He'd be on 4-3-2. You'd be on 5-1-3. Yes, that would put you above Mark. So even if Akshaw, yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, hang on a sec. So what happens if you two draw and I beat Akshaw? Is that enough? So he'd be on 4-4. Sorry, he'd be on 4-3-2. You'd be on 4-2-3. No, it wouldn't be enough. So you just need to win. You need to beat Mark, and whoever out of you and Mark wins stays in the qualifiers. And if you guys draw, is there any way? No, that's it. It's literally just that. It's just whether you win your next game. Interesting. Interesting. So my next game will be against humans and then either Necros or humans again. Necros, I'm almost certain, do have some dodge by now, or they fucking should do. Let's have a look. He has one. He has one. Oh, it's making me want to go piling on. Fuckity, fuckity, fuck. Come on, Simon. Be sensible, be sensible. Just take tackle. Just take tackle. You know, it makes sense. Take frenzy. Take frenzy. Just threaten some surfing nonsense. Frenzy. I'm talking myself into a surfer here. At which point I shouldn't have taken Mighty Blow on him first, but Mighty Blow Frenzy isn't in itself a bad thing at all. But it does Frenzy trap myself a bit, but I have a lot of guard, but so does he. That is really interesting. Yeah, it's a higher chance to just try and get him knocked down. But the problem is that on the human team, at least, he had one guy that had blodge, but the other guy just had dodge, if memory serves. Let me just check that out. Akshaw's team roster. Oh no, they both have blodge. They both have blodge, but it's an increased chance to get a 6. And it just keeps him off the sidelines a little bit. Just keeps him honest. I quite like the idea of having a frenzy guy on the team, you know. Yes, indeed. Pagani is Andy on Discord. That's right. No worries at all. I think I need a thrower. I think as much as I didn't fancy it in the first place, I'm starting to fancy it because I'm needing my blitzers too much. And I don't want one of them just holding the ball all the time. As much as I love Orc Linos, I think I am just going to buy an additional. Well, I'll have to check out team value stuff in a minute to see and make sure I'm not giving him a wizard. If I am giving him a wizard, maybe I sell the Lino. Otherwise, I just keep a bench. I've got a dirty player, so having a bench isn't bad anyway. I might do that. I'll check the team value stuff, buy a thrower probably, and put him in. Meanwhile, this guy probably takes Frenzy because I am interested in how that plays out, and I think it'll play well. So let's have a quick look then. My team value is now a flat 1500. And Akshaw is 1460. So he'll get a babe if he pays. So I'm going to trim the fat. I'm going to fire this little lino. Sorry, fella. And you become... You're reborn immediately as a thrower to give us that sure hands. Just make up for... Because I have a lot of issues with turnovers, and picking up the ball is most certainly one of those issues. So let's get rid of that and give ourselves a chance later on to take block and leader. And then we can maybe sell a team reroll and again trim some fat. Or if if he gets some good stats, then we'll make him a genuine ball handling fella. Block, dodge, block. Well, block for sure. Dodge if it comes up, definitely. Honestly, we could give him some... Yeah, I have 4 rerolls to make up for the fact that I've just gone... I've gone so greedy with so much Mighty Blow and piling on and everything, and I didn't take block anywhere, so fairly early on, I spent my money on getting the 4th reroll in. And as you saw in that game, I used them all in both halves, so it's about right for now. But once I've got a few instances of block and maybe a leader or whatever, I can trim that off the team value. But for now, I think it's just sort of counteracting my early greed a little bit. So that's my team. That's my team. I'm reasonably happy with it. We'll see how it goes. My next opponent is indeed Aksha, so I'll have to get on with organising that with him at some point. Lovely stuff. Okay. Right, my brain is melting, so I'm not going to be playing anything else this evening. I'm going to end the stream there, just a quick one. But I've been playing board games since 1 o'clock. It's now 11 o'clock, so 10 hours of focused gaming is enough for me, and I need a break. So hope you're all well. I'll see you tomorrow night for the stream, Darkest Dungeon. Looking forward to it, and take care. Have a good night. Stream ending, stream ending, stream ending for about 3 seconds. This is mainly for the purpose of the VODs.